Alright, I can't tell you how excited I am. Here we go. Made it to Salvador. So I got in a taxi when arriving here in Salvador, and I was just freaking out. I was so happy to see some of these familiar places. Things like the favela, the trees, people, the buildings. I'm so happy. I was just filled with so much love. Everything about this place just brings me joy. I really became close to the Lord serving here. It's been wonderful to be here. So I'm in Hedgie's house with his wife Gigi and their 3 kids. They're letting me stay here tonight, and we're gonna go have some fun. So Hedgie's here was supposed to take me to the church for an activity, but he took me here to an appliance store. And I'm like, what are we doing at an appliance store? And he goes, well, my wife needs to buy something. He wouldn't tell me, I kept bugging. I'm like, what are we buying? Why are we here? And then he's like, well, she needs to buy an iron. I'm like, it's because of my shirt, isn't it? I knew it. She ironed my clothes. They bought me a fan so I could stay cool tonight. Super kind family. I'm being well taken care of. The ball's like at the bottom of this cup, and they like come up through the tube and they taste delicious. Poor little kid's freezing drinking it. I'm here at my old stomping grounds of the church in Kabula. This is the church, the last ward I was in at the end of my mission. I called one of the guys I used to teach here. Like, dude, I'm at the church in Pernambuco. And he was like, what? He was just so shocked. He had no idea I was here. And I was like, you gotta come. And he's like, I've moved, dude. I like live so far from the church. I live like in another area. I'm like, I'll pay for your Uber. Just show up here. I'll give you the money I have in my wallet and just come. This is the guy, Wilson. I taught him on my mission here in Pernambuco, and he's still taking missionary lessons. It's been how long? 5 years?
5 years.
5 years.
Maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah, I love this guy.
Finally, we are together again.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good to be with him. Alright, taking off to Gajazetas. That was the area I was in before I came to my last area. Here we are, Gajazetas. And the moment I got out of the car, there was a member of the church that goes, Polargy! I don't believe it, it's Polargy! All of a sudden, there's all these people in the windows of the church that were looking outward and going, oh, it is Polargy! And I was just received by it with all these hugs of all these members that remembered me. The ward I served in is actually divided, and they've split the area. It's growing really well. Somebody that we had worked a lot with, Washington, and he comes up to me and he just cried and cried and cried to see me. 5 years ago, my companion and I met this spunky less active. And we worked hard for months to reactivate her into the church. At one point, I had said to her as we had grown this close relationship, you either come to church or I will kick your butt to church. And they always thought that was the funniest thing. She did return to church activity, and her 2 young teenagers were baptized. When I saw that family today and embraced them, I just wept. She told me that morning that she wasn't feeling well and that she almost didn't come to church, but her daughter said, just because Polargy's not here to kick your butt all the way to church doesn't mean you have an excuse not to go. There was this less active young woman, Bianca, that had a strong impression that she should talk to us as she saw us walking on the road. She did so. We visited her home several times and became very close to her. I saw her today, and she told me that she had put in her papers and was waiting for her call as a missionary. It was this awesome couple, Pedro and Eloise. that we had ran into with a member. Pedro was very sick and homebound for the last few months. He hadn't been able to leave. He said, if you guys really are representatives of Jesus Christ, heal me. Body was withered and frail. He hadn't been able to eat for weeks. I'm pressed to say, if you come to church this Sunday, in the name of Jesus Christ, you will be healed. He and his wife did come that Sunday, and he was healed. Lost contact with this couple after the mission. I never knew what happened. But I saw Elenice at church, and she told me of their baptism and faithful attendance for the last 5 years, until Pedro finally passed away just 2 months ago. It's difficult to explain the love a missionary has for a convert.